Man, you already know what it is. Jay Williams, let's live life, and we're back. Before we even start, before the video we even get into that, let me make an announcement real quick, right? Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Everybody that's ever subbed, to everybody that shows love. We just hit 321,000 subs. We just continue to grow. Said in the beginning, I didn't know where this was going to go, but here we are, man. I couldn't have done it without each and every one of you. Thank you for everybody that takes the time to watch the videos. I love you guys. All of you. So today we're going to do something that I've kind of touched on in the past, but I haven't got real deep into. And that's the prison showers. Now let me make something clear to you. Not everybody gets in the shower. We got a saying, we locked up. Ain't no alligators in there. And you going to play them water sports. Man, ain't nothing they going to bite you. Like, not everybody gets in that shower. There's a lot of different reasons why. Some dudes just have bad hygiene. They're just not into water sports. You know what I mean? Just not going to do it. Then you got some dudes that understand it's a very vulnerable place. If you can't and ain't willing to defend yourself, that could be a place where it goes down. And it is a place where it goes down. Now, I've seen guys try to duck the shower, avoid the shower, thinking that if somebody wanted them, they wouldn't be able to get them and they'd still get caught. But I've also seen guys move in on somebody when they're in that shower. Oh, nah, I know what he's got with him because I've seen him go to the shower. Nah, you don't know what he's got with him. You don't know what he had in that towel. You don't know what he's got wrapped up in those fresh clothes. You can only speculate that he might not have nothing and run up in there and get yourself done up. Dudes will also attack dudes that they don't feel like they can beat on a one-on-one basis when they're in the shower. I mean, let's face it. You're not at your best when you're butt bald and a pair of flip-flops covered in soap. Up here getting this oil change. Take care of your vehicles. We're back. Got that done. So I got a crazy story for y'all today. Y'all know what it revolves around? Yes, the showers. And somebody thinking that they could catch somebody in a vulnerable moment. Can you? Yes. But it's always best that person don't know what's coming. When they know that you're about to do something stupid or you're trying to get at them, then things gonna get a little tricky, a little mickey, a little harder for you to do. In a prison shower. Anybody that's ever been locked up, done any substantial amount of time, that's ever been to the penitentiary, should have at least one of these stories. And if not, then that tells me you did your time on a low-level camp, and a camp that really did not have any type of violence. And kudos to you. With all that being said, you know how to seen it. You know how to lived it. So let's relive it. Now, I've done a couple of these. Some of these are more on the comical side. I told y'all early on about a dude that got fight in the shower in jail. His cellmate had put some terrible stuff in his shampoo bottle. He had turned his shampoo bottle into a whole entire toilet and expected him to go to the shower and then take the shampoo and pour it in his hair. And it was supposed to be, yeah, I got you. That's nasty, right? But it didn't work out that way. Somebody ended up dropping a note, letting him know, don't use that shampoo. Don't use that shampoo. Your celly's disgusting. He put all types of Mr. Hankies and just, it's bad. Don't use it. Don't use it. And that dude would end up taking that bottle, going wait till his cellmate went to the shower and walked up and squirted it all on him. Yeah, wetted him up with it, and then commenced to whooping on him, commenced to fight with him. And that was the sight to see. Then I've told y'all stories where bad things happen in the shower. Hands down, the biggest thing you got to worry about in the shower is being attacked. That or seeing something you don't want to see. It's no secret. Guys go to the shower to paka, like, do their thing. Most guys would do it in the cell, but in a dorm environment, guys will take it to the shower. In a pod environment where there's cells and there's female officers, you'll run into some guys that go in there and they gun down the female officers. Most times showers are located right near the control booth or right up front where the officers are. They don't put showers generally in the back because it's far away from where the officer is. They do in some places, but it's not very common. They usually put it as close to an officer control booth, a desk, wherever there's gonna be an officer stationed as possible, so that if something happens, they'll hear it. General rule in any prison I've ever been to is that when any type of man that identifies as not a man, or that is into men, or is any type of that business, takes a shower, you are not supposed to shower. He is also not supposed to come get in the shower when you get in the shower. That just sends mixed signals all the way across the board. And it's going to make a whole lot of people uncomfortable. If you're in there and you're butt bald and you got something that this guy is interested in, you know mentally that that's his get down, that's what he does, that's his preference, then it just doesn't make sense for the two of y'all to be in the shower. And vice versa. You're not going to want to go in there with a bandit. You ain't going to want to go in there and get butt bald and have your cheeks all out and know that that dude standing over there all lathered up is 100% into taking that type of stuff. No, that's just a no-no. And you don't see it happen much. But when you do see it happen, everybody notices it. Now, if the boy goes to the shower and gets in the shower, and there's dudes in the shower, dude's going to say, yo, I'm back here. Nah, you can't do that. Now, if that boy goes and gets in the shower and don't nobody say nothing, one or two things is taking place. Either the guy in there is down, he plays ball, or number two, you dealing with a new guy. Some new guys don't know the rules yet. They see the boy come in the shower, hey, what's up, man? And they whether they do or don't feel uncomfortable, they don't know yet that everybody out there is looking. They doing in there. Guys are going to shower trying to hear what's going on. Ain't no backer. What's that? I don't hear no noises. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to hear somebody, hey, nah, hell nah. You can't do that. You can't come back here. You know better. Now, let me go ahead and break another big misconception. Guys are under the impression that someone that likes a man can't fight. Old guy told me one time, he said, to do what he does for pleasure, oh, you got to be able to fight. Because he done been through some pain. He done took some rough times in the name of pleasure. And what you think you going to do? What you think? You think that he can't fight? That boy probably been fighting all his life. Old guy told me that, and I seen it come true time and time again. I done seen some boys that could stroke. Give you some real advice. Some of the boys will beat you black and blue. You run up on him if you want to. Think that just because he got a little twitch in his step, or that he talks like a female, that he lays down with a man, that he can't fight. Don't ever forget before anything he was a man. And if you think your life was hard, imagine growing up as him. Imagine getting picked on. Imagine having everybody look at you and say, that's the guy. You know what I mean? Anytime a new guy like that would come in the pod, everybody noticed. Didn't matter if you got into that type of thing or not. Didn't matter if that was your get down or not. You're always watching your surroundings. Anytime that door opens, makes a loud noise, sling, pop, click, and you're going to look up front. See if it's the guards coming in. See if it's somebody you know coming in, or just to check your surroundings. So anytime new guys come in, you spot them right away if you're seasoned. We always get new guys. The pod will do what we call flip. Every few months, 6 months to a year, that pod will flip. You fast forward from this day to a year from now, and you try to count everybody that was in there when you got in there, and it's not going to be the same amount of guys. You fast forward 2 years, it's not going to be the same amount of guys. Guys leave, guys come. Guys get in trouble, go to the hole, and them beds get refilled. So there's constantly new guys coming and going. We're constantly getting boys. Wasn't something that happened in the beginning, but as the years progressed and things became more acceptable in society, we started seeing a lot more of them in prison. Now, they weren't just coming to prison for stealing. Nah. It wasn't just for having possession of things. Nah, you had dudes coming in that had, sure enough, serious crimes. Real get-down crimes. Had done heinous things in life, and some of these guys were never going home. The story I'm about to tell now was early on in my bid. At this point, I was in cell 124. It's on the top tier. It's right across from the control booth. There's a set of showers, 2-3 cells down from me. I don't say it was 3 cells down from me. Upstairs, you got 2 showers, and then downstairs, you got 2 showers. I had seen guys get tried in other places in the shower. But at this point, I had only seen the stuff happen in jail. I hadn't seen anybody get tried in this prison yet, but it was coming. Stay in the door this day, and on this day, you can still smoke. You could smoke in prison until 2010 when they took it out. Thank you for that. A lot of guards were happy. We weren't real happy about it, and it caused a lot of problems. But I'm standing in the doorway, doing what I do. In a pair of boots, a pair of sweatpants, and a wife beater. Just looking around at what's going on. Checking out all the BS that takes place on a day-to-day when I hit the bottom door. Pop, sing, click, pop. Look down. New guys coming in. Now, I'm looking at the top of their heads trying to figure out who they are, and each and every one of them does the same thing. They look around, glance, check out their environment. But I see one guy in general in the crowd that sticks out. He didn't have to do anything. He didn't have to say anything. You could look at him. The fact that his clothes were way tighter than everybody else's. He had feminine features. Shaped his eyebrows up. All these are indicators that he does what he does. I look at him, and I would always do the same thing. I would scan the room to see who was locked in, because you got your thirsty ones. You got your ones that are undercover and your ones that ain't undercover. So I start looking around, and per usual, like always, you got the same dudes and a couple different dudes we didn't know about watching, looking. What's going on? You have some guys that are going to get aggressive right out the gate. We'll push up on them in the most, hey, what's up? What's your name? Creepy like. Then you got some guys that try to play the I'm gonna save you role. Hey man, look, fall up under me. Let me get you moved to my cell, man. These dudes gonna be at you. They're gonna make you do things you don't want to do. Doing me, you won't have to do with nobody else. And I'll feed you. I'll feed you. Now you got some food. I got plenty of food. Got hygiene. I got all that. You got all these tricks on trying to get these boys moved in their cell. Dudes do it as soon as he comes in. They tell him what cell he's going to, and you got guys going, hey, before you take your stuff in that cell, man, move you. I get my cell moved over there. You move over here. Look, I can make it happen. I can go talk to the people. We can make it happen, Captain. And you see the boys kind of thrown off by all the different dudes. It's not one or two. You're talking 4, 5, 6 dudes that just randomly come up to him. One dude gets shot down. The next dude's in line. Hey, come here, man. Come here. Everybody, for the most part, has got their own game, but it's all in the same ballpark of spitting game to the boy. Trying to get the boy moved in the cell with him. Boy, nah. Now, he's not with that. Everybody thinks that just because somebody, is playing for that team, that when they come in, they're going to be like some little smut or something. Nah, it's not always the case. Some of these dudes got men on the outside. Not everybody that does that comes in and gets in a prison relationship. Believe it or not, there are some men that stay true to whatever relationship or whatever they had going on the outside, and they click to that. Not everybody does that. Let me reinforce that too. Maybe 5% of the inmate population gets down. Then there's 95% of us that just do not get down. It's not my thing. Not something I'm into. Don't knock you. You do what you do. Live your life however you want to, but not my thing. A dude gets situated in a cell. In there, putting his stuff up, putting his stuff inside his locker, putting his hygiene on the counter. He's going to be here for a while. And you see dudes going here and there, getting food for people. We haven't been in the store in like 2 weeks. So canteen is running slack. Canteen's running dry. You got guys going to the store box. Hey, let me hold some honey buns, man. Let me get some Snicker bars. Let me get some soups. Let me get this and this. And what they're doing is they're getting up a welcoming pack, a care pack for this boy. Now, you want to be the first one, if that's what you're into, to get up there and give it to him. Because he's going to remember you was the first one in line. And, dude, you see him scrambling around trying to get food when there really ain't a whole lot of food in here. And we know what they're doing. We've seen it before. They're going to take it to the boy. The boy just starts accepting the things. He ain't planning on giving nobody nothing. But if y'all trying to come give me free food, please do. And let me reiterate this. You better not apply too much pressure. Because they have what's called prison. That's the Prison Elimination Act. Meant to protect dudes like that. Because at one point, they couldn't walk in without becoming fresh meat, fresh fish, baby goat like it's on and popping. Somebody's going to come a knocking. Times have changed. Dudes have gotten sentenced to a whole lot of time in prison. A lot of dudes ain't never going home because they violated somebody in prison. So now dudes got to come at them with a little more nicer attitude and try to weasel their way up in the mix and make it feel like it's more than what it actually is. But these dudes are going back and forth to this dude's cell one after another, giving him this care package. Welcome. You know I love you. You know I love you. He don't love you. I love you. I could beat him up. So don't get with him. Get with me. It's crazy when you sit back and watch. And that's what we would do. But the boy would accept these things, and he's not getting down with nobody. Now, you got dudes that go stand in his doorway and try to kick it with him all day, trying to talk to him. The problem is he's got an older man for a cellmate who's done a lot of time, who does not care what this dude's sexual preference is, what he gets down with. He's an older convict, and he don't care. You could be in here. I don't get down with that. Just don't have nobody in here. Don't be on my bed. Don't be doing things when I'm not here. When I'm at work, don't be having nobody in the cell. I got stuff here. I've been down a long time. Don't want none of my stuff to come up missing. And don't want the police running up in the cell because they caught you in here doing something you shouldn't be doing. What's understood ain't got to be said, and what's said is understood. The boy would hit the yard, talk to some of the other boys, know some of the other boys. Had been on this compound for a while, just hadn't been in this building. Just so happened to get moved to this building. And the boys know him. They flock to him. They walk together on the yard. They're like a little old gang of themselves. You see him, you're like, damn, the boy is deep, man. I ain't messing around. Whoop somebody's ass in here. And then you see dudes hunting him down, stalking him, preying on him, still trying to shot. But by now, we got to the point where it's a couple weeks have passed, and he ain't laying down with nobody. He ain't getting up with nobody. One dude in particular keeps bringing him food. We're just going to call him old boy. Just keeps bringing him food, thinking if I feed him, he'll let me him. Gets to a point where the boy's accepted so much stuff that he's good. He ain't got to accept nothing from nobody else. This sucker just keeps bringing it. The boy just keeps eating it. And what he ain't eating, he stashes. And what he don't stash, he gives to the other boys and shares. Hey, you want a honey bun? Here, free honey bun. Eat that honey bun. Yeah, it was given to me. I'm giving it to you. First altercation happened on the way to the shower. Boy's walking over there, got his stuff, got his flip-flops on him. Old boy pushes up on him. Something along the lines of, hey, shower big enough for two. What's good with you? Nah, ain't nothing happening. Huh? Guess dude gets in his feelings. Other people over here, it ain't like he walked up and said, shower's big enough for two. No, he didn't walk up and whisper, hey, what's up? Shower's big enough for two. Let me get in there with you. Nah, ain't nothing happening. Dude gets in his feelings. Boy goes ahead and showers, but you can see he's paranoid because he keeps looking over the door. You generally don't look over the door. You'll shower with your back to the wall. That way you can see what's in front of you. But the boy keeps peeking around the door like, man, I hope this dude don't come up in his shower. Comes out the shower, goes to a cell, and dude follows him from the shower to a cell. That's a no-no. When somebody gets out the shower, you got to give them what's called some time. Let them get right. Baby powder, lotion, clean whatever, dry off whatever, change into whatever. And you don't go to nobody's cell and bother them right after they got out the shower. And if you're that person's cellmate and they just came back from the shower, common decency is you leave out the cell, let them shut the door and let them get right. And after they're done prepping up or getting, finished with doing what they have to do after a shower, they'll pop the door. And if you're a hermit that stays in the cell, you can go back on in the cell. Dude would make a little slick comments like, next time you hit that shower, man, let me jump that shower with you. Now he's done got past the aggressiveness, trying to act like the nice guy again. The boy just, ain't nothing like that happening. Now they laugh and joke. This dude's come to his cell, stood there trying to make himself known, talking. Knows he ain't allowed in there because old school's going to shut that down real quick. And you better not go in there and disrespect the old school when he find out about it. Just to a point where this dude just tried his shot, and tells the boy, man, you going to make me just run up in that shower. You playing hard to get like, come on, man, stop acting like this ain't what you doing. So dude embarrasses him in front of everybody. I don't know why you keep bringing me stuff, why you keep talking to me, why you got it in your head, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We're not going to do nothing. And the dude was an older man, so we hit him with your older, I'm not doing nothing with you, not happening. Like, go on with that. Dude was, well, you going to pay me back? I ain't paying you nothing. I ain't asked you for nothing. You kept giving it to me. I ain't asked you for conversation. You kept pressing me, acting like I told you from the gate I wasn't going to do nothing. No means no. We all saw that, and we kind of knew what was next. That guy walked off mad. Big mad. Went on in his cell and shut the door. This was a dude that played the day room real tough. You didn't see him shacked up in that cell a whole lot. This guy's been down a while. And for guys that have been down a while, they don't want to be in that cell. They spent a lot of time in there on lockdowns. When guys go to Supermaxes, they're in there 23-1. And for guys that have been down a long time, a lot of those guys have already taken them 23-1 trips several times. This guy is one of them. He's a guy that's not going home. He's also a guy that has come to terms with the fact that he might not never be with a woman again. So he's adopted this whole way of life and what he's got to do. Done it time and time again. It's no secret to all of us. So there ain't no shame in his game. He was doing everything he could right in front of us. To anybody that's done time, when that man shut that door, went in that cell, and stayed in there the remainder of the evening. Now you got to think, when all this happened, it was right after dinner. He locked in. Count cleared. Count is now cleared. Such hour. Count is now cleared. Such hour. Resume day room. Stand by for outside wreck. All the doors start popping. Dude don't come out. His cellie comes out. He gets up, hits the button, and sklang, the door shuts. He stays in the cell. We lock down again at 9. 9 o'clock count clears. Count is now cleared. Count is now cleared. And so on and so on. Dude don't come out the cell. The following morning they call chow. Dude comes out the cell, but he ain't his normal self. You can see him looking at the boy. And the boy's way in front of him in the chow home line. He's just standing there zoned in on him. Boy gets his tray and sits down with the other boys and just looks at him and grits. Everybody else sees it. I know the boy had to see it, but I don't think the boy was really worried about it. Back to just because you think somebody can't fight, you ain't gonna know until you find out. This dude acts weird, better part of a week. Acts super, super weird. The guys he would usually talk to, he ain't really vibing with. He ain't talking to. The routine he had of going out, walking the track with this person and talking to this person and going over to the other building and getting this and getting that, he wasn't doing. His whole program, everything we knew him to do, switched up. And we know what comes next. Either he's going to crash out and do something to go to the hole, or he's going to crash out against the boy and jam himself up. What do you think happened? We come in from outside rec. They do night rec in the summertime, right? We come from outside rec and dudes rush to get to the showers because there's going to be, you got guys playing softball, guys playing basketball, big men, short men, skinny men, fat men, all types of different men trying to get in that shower. And there's a limited amount of shower space. So it's, hey, who's after you? Who's after you? And you find out who the last person is and you get in line or you might be hit. By the time that shower line is finished up, might be time to lock down. You don't get no shower. Everybody takes their showers. 9 o'clock count clears. Everybody's done showered. Everybody need to hit the shower. Done got in their shower. That's just the time when these type of dudes, like, they would do it right after chow, because ain't nobody really trying to shower after chow, or right after we come off a lockdown, because, well, ain't nobody trying to shower after lockdown, and that's when things go down in the shower. So the boy goes on, gets his stuff, and we watch him walk across the pod, and you see old dude just standing in the doorway, looking at him. Now, he ain't been standing in the doorway, nah. He goes to get his trays, mingles around, and goes back in the cell and locks the door. But ain't a whole lot of mingling. Just enough to, hey, what's up, what's up? But he's on the way to lock himself in his cell. You see dude standing in the doorway, watching the boy go to the shower. See the boy cut his eyes around the room, and I don't know if he noticed the dude, but you can 100% bet that he knew something was coming. Ain't nobody that stupid to have that type of interaction, hurt somebody's feelings in front of everybody. You better be prepared. I don't care if you knew, old, seasoned, it don't, you green bean, you better be prepared, because when it comes, best believe he's gonna be prepared. If you ain't right, you better get right or get left. Dude goes ahead and gets in the shower. I saw what he did. A couple other dudes saw what he did. I'm not sure if dude noticed it or not, but something was very different the last few times he had showered from all the other times he had showered. When he would usually go to shower like most people, he'd have his shower shoes on. This time heading to the shower, he's got boots on. Anytime you see somebody going to get in the shower in a pair of boots, that means they know there's something coming. They expect something to come. There's something going on inside the pod. It could jump off, and you want them boots on. Who cares if when you take them back to the cell they're wet? You get a second pair of boots and sit them wet boots right there and let them dry out. Who cares if they grow mold in them? Put your feet in them. Not putting them in on. You don't want to be in that shower in a pair of shower shoes, pair of orange flip-flops, brown flip-flops, pair of thongs. We call the thongs like flip-flops with got a little piece that goes between your toes. Yeah, the foot thongs. And somebody run up on you. You hear the shower turn on. Steam appears. And showers generally take 5 to 10 minutes, especially if you got hair, you got body hair, whatever, or you're one of them dudes you just got to clean every single crack in there, picking your nails, chewing on your toenails in the shower. You see this dude walk up the staircase nonchalantly, like we ain't all noticed you ain't been doing nothing in life, and make his way down to that shower. Now, as he gets towards the shower, he starts walking fast, and he's looking over the control booth, looking at the shower, looking at the control booth, looking at the shower, looking at the control booth, looking at the shower. What he's not doing is looking at none of us, because he don't care what we think or what we got going on or what we see. Walks up to the shower, pulls the door open, goes to push himself up in the shower, and you hear, mop, 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 a flurry of punches. You see the boy come out, and I was expecting this boy to come out butt bald. You're in the shower, you ain't gonna have no clothes on. He comes out in a pair of wet boxers, still got soap on him, and he's dragging this dude. Well, when you back out the shower, there's a rail there, and there's a control booth. And if you fall over that rail, you hit the ground. Hit him with like the 4th, 5th punch, the old man dropped the knife. When I say old, I'm saying mid-50s. No offense to anybody, not calling you old, but he was old for his age. He looked old for his age. The boy comes out and starts hitting him. Bang, 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 bang. Don't know where the knife come from. Don't know if it was in his hand. Don't know if he had it hidden on his body or stashed somewhere. But as he's punching him, bang, 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 the dude drops the knife. Gets him on the ground and starts wailing for him. Dude's reach for the knife, and the boy just grabs him and just dusts him off. Punishes him off. The dude's trying to crawl away, and the whole time the boy's trying to grab him by the back of his pants and push him through the rail. Now, if you drop from the rail, you're talking 12 to 15 foot drop. You hit the bottom, it's going to change your life. Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall. It's going to crack your egg. Ain't nothing you want no parts of. Officer in the booth comes over there and kind of stop. Hits the thing. The other officers come in, and there's a laundry room door right there where this whole thing transpires. And the officers can run in from any other pod. They can run. Get straight on the elevator and boom, transfer down to whatever pod it is. 3, 4 officers come through that door, and they pull that boy off of that man. That boy did everything he was supposed to do. You know what would have happened if he not fired? Do you know what would have happened if he just let that man push up in there? It's like, oh, don't hurt me. Don't do anything to me. It's exactly what would have happened. The man got tired of waiting, even though he was never really waiting on anything because nothing was offered to him. But I guess he felt played. He wasn't used to rejection. He wasn't used to being told no. I want you, is what he thought in his mind, and he thought he was going to have him. And the boy had other plans. No, that's not what's going to happen. Boy, whoop that dude's ass. I've seen a whole bunch of ass whoopers get handed out. That was a decent one. As they come in and they clean that dude up off the floor, this weirdo that was in there trying to violate this young man that was trying to go up in that shower and go where no man is supposed to go unless he's invited. Yeah, he went in there on some predatory type stuff. Tried to snatch that door open, was going to run in there and pin that young boy up against the wall, thinking that he had a green bean. Now that boy had been watching him the whole time and tried to beat his lips off his face. None of us felt bad when he left the pod. Not at all. If you'll do that to another man, what will you do to a woman? What were you going to do when you ran in that shower? We know what you were going to do. We know your MO. You might not have done it since I've been in there, but I done heard stories about you. Other people done talked about you. This ain't Vegas. What happens in Vegas don't stay in Vegas. If you did something foul in another compound, it's going to follow you right to here. And it did. We'd all heard the stories of what once upon a time had happened back in the olden days. And you know that when somebody does something like that, it's only a matter of time before they do it again. It's a sickness. It's not like it was a mistake. If you've done that to a man, you'll 100% try it again. And he shot his shot. And not only did he get shot down, he got beat down. I know that knife he had, I guess he was going to use to intimidate that boy. Should have put a string on it, kept it around your wrist like most of us do. That way you wouldn't have dropped it. What I can say is he's lucky that boy didn't get a hold of that knife. A lot of y'all thinking in the story, oh, he's going to get the knife, he's going to get the knife, he's going to get the knife. Nah, he didn't get the knife. He was good with just whooping him in front of everybody. That's a question I get asked a lot. Jay, why do you tell these type of stories? Because it's a big part of prison. If you don't think that it's a big part of prison, you ain't been to prison. Anybody that's been to prison is going to tell you, you can't stop it, you can't control it. The most you can do is stay out the way and just watch it transpire. The moral of today's story, don't never underestimate the next man. Don't look at somebody and automatically think you can whoop them. Anyways, today, October 17th, 2023. Slight overcast, but beautiful day, man. It's a beautiful day to be free, a beautiful day to be alive, beautiful day to just exist. Me, I can't complain. I'm blessed. I woke up today. I'm very thankful, very grateful. Grateful for all the blessings God has given me and continues to give me. Be thankful for yours. You might think you're at a bad point in life. You might think, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm stuck in this rut, It gets better. And please believe me when I tell you, it can always be worse. Live your life, people. Cherish every single moment, because you have no idea how quick life can be snatched from you, or your life can really be snatched from you. Love thy neighbor. Treat the next man how you want to be treated. And if you don't be surprised when you find yourself being mistreated. Keep your eyes open and peel to whatever you need to watch. But anyways, these streets, these jails, these old heads, these boys, it's just crazy world inside of a already crazy world we live in. And as always, y'all know what I'm doing. Just trying to keep y'all entertained. Are you not entertained? And like always, this is Jay Williams. Let's live life. And to all my real ones, and there are some real ones watching, because y'all still watching me. And y'all know how we do. Salute.